Well, today's video is sponsored by Black Gold Compost Company. We want to thank the good people over at Black Gold for their generous donation of all this black cow manure that we're using in our video today. Thank you for sponsoring our channel. Well, good morning, Homestead family. I got a new sweet potato I was going to try this year, and I thought y'all might like to tag along with me and see what's up. Be right back. Well, welcome back. You know, every year I like to try a couple of new things out in the garden just for fun, and sometimes I discover something that I say to myself, I wish I'd have known about that 20 years ago. That tastes fantastic. So anyway, this year I saw this sweet potato. It's called a Satsumaimo. Satsumaimo. That's hard for me to say. Satsumaimo. In fact, it's so hard for me to say it. I wrote it down on a piece of paper, and I was going to show the paper to you so you can read it for yourself, because I'm probably really mispronouncing that with my southern drawl. Probably that is the real true word pronunciation of that. Probably nothing like what I'm saying. So I'm just calling it a Satsumaimo. Anyway, it's a Japanese sweet potato. It's got a kind of a yellow flesh inside and a red skin. And I thought that yellow flesh in there looked appetizing. And I said, boy, I think I might want to try that. So I got on Etsy, and I saw it on Etsy's where I saw it. And I quickly ordered me 5 pounds of them just to do a little experiment this year, and I didn't really pay attention to where that Etsy shop was, and come to find out when I got my receipt back, it's in Portugal, another country overseas. And I said, oh no, with the way the supply chain's all clogged up right now, I might not get these in time. But it did finally come in, and it came in a little bit later than I thought. And when I did get it, instead of getting 5 pounds of small potatoes, I ended up getting up one big 5-pound potato, which is not what I wanted. So anyway, I put the thing in the water and I tried to slip it out. And of course, as luck would have it, when things are starting to go wrong with something, it seems like they keep on going wrong. But all the slips seem to want to come off top of the potato above the water line, which meant I had to readjust. I had to pull them slips off, and I had to put them in water to try to root them out. I know a lot of people say, oh, you don't have to do that, it's a waste of time. You can just pull them right off of there and stick them right in the ground and they'll root out just fine. That may be true, and just from my own experience, I just haven't had any luck with that. I fail at that every time I try to do it. So I like to take the things and put them in water for about a week after I pull them off of here, and I'll get some root system on there, and then I feel a little bit more comfortable about the survival rate, especially since I only had 1 potato. But anyway, I just wanted to try this year, so I'm going to stick it over here. I got a 25 gallon or a 30 gallon tub over here. We'll go over here and put these slips in. I've already mixed up my container mix like I always do. We got of course a video on our channel. You can go check that out on how to make your own container mix at home, and that's what I did. I'm going to be putting these slips in the tub over here, and I'm going to be using blood meal and bone meal mixed in the hole with it. And I've already amended the soil all the way through thoroughly with bone meal as well as blood meal. So I'm hoping that I've got enough amendment in that in the container tub already, and with a little bit more in the hole to get them going, I think we'll be okay. And it looks like these guys are making a recovery. When I took them off the tater and I put them in here, you know, I lost some of the leaves, turned brown and fell off. if you're going to do that and you see that happening, don't be alarmed. That's just a natural process of the plant trying to survive. It sheds some of the leaves to direct all its energy back down to the roots to try to force roots out, because it doesn't have anything to support it. The leaves don't have anything taking anything up to it. So by doing that, it saves itself. So now we're going to try to save it a little further by getting it in some soil and some water, some fertilizer and some sunshine, and let's see what happens from here. So let's go over here and get these beautiful little old slips in the ground, because I'm really looking forward to this Satsumaimo. I'll never get it right. Satsumaimo sweet potato. Let's get started. Well, there we go. You got 4 slips in the 30-gallon tub. They're off and running. This is April, so it'll take about at least four or 5 months. So this is April, May, June, July, August. I say 1st of September, this will be getting close to the point where I'll start to get serious about harvesting them. I'll wait at least until the 1st of September, and we'll take a look at it from there. I put my sign up here, Satsumaimo. I'll never get to where I say that right. Satsumaimo sweet potatoes. Today's April the 16th, day 1. So let's see how these things do in the months ahead, and we'll finally get to harvest this experimental test case here and see how we like them. It might be something we want to add to our garden every spring. So we'll be back in the days ahead, and we'll watch the progress of this sweet potato all the way to Miss Nancy cooks them and we do a little taste test together. See you soon. Well, welcome back, friends. Our Satsumaimo sweet potato have been growing for about 5 weeks in the container now, and they really took root and did well from planting them from slips. And they had a little bit of a struggle with that cool spring, but once they got a hold of it and the temperatures warmed up just a little bit, they're starting to show some real promise. So as you can see, the vines are growing out now. I haven't seen any flowers on this one yet, but the vines are getting nice and thick and strong, so that's a good sign. So we're going to let this continue to grow. We're going to be back in the days ahead, and we'll take another look at it as it gets on further into the summer, and keep our eye on this until we can get this one out, because I never had one of these before, and I'm anxious to see it. So we'll be back soon. got the job done.
Right.
One little container of these Satsumaimos, they put out what, 30, 40 pounds of potatoes, and these are a pretty potato. If you look at it, it's got the red skin and the yellow flesh inside. But right now what we're doing is we're setting them out here like we always do in the brooder where it's nice and humid and warm, and we'll leave them under this blanket for about 2 or 3 weeks. If you haven't seen our videos on how to cure sweet potatoes, go check out that video. It's real easy to follow, and it'll help you get your sweet potatoes cured so they're sweet. So we'll be back in about 3 weeks, and we'll take some of these in the house and cook them up and do a little taste test on this experimental grow that we did this year on the Satsumaimo sweet potato, and we'll see how we like them. So we'll be back in a couple, 3 weeks. Well, good morning. Our Satsumaimos have been out here in the chicken brooder for a little over 2 weeks now, so they're pretty much cured and sweetened up. And today what I'm doing is I'm taking all these cured potatoes out of here, and I'm going to take them and go over to store them in the pantry for long term through the winter time. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to pull out some of these sweet potatoes, these Satsumaimos. This is a new variety, remember, that we're trying this year. And Nancy's cooking up a big old turkey for supper. So I'll grab up some of these. She said get her several of the smaller ones. She likes the small ones the best. So I'll grab her up some. We'll take them in the house, and we'll do a taste test on this tonight. So I see you at the supper table. I've been looking forward to tasting these Satsumaimo sweet potatoes, hadn't you?
Yes, I have.
So today's the big day. Let's go to the Lord and thank Him for this so we can give her the old taste test.
All right.
By His hands we are fed. Give us, Lord, our daily bread. Amen.
Wow.
You want a big one, or I know you like the little ones.
I like the little ones.
There you go.
Thank you. You always take good care of me. Yeah. Oh, look at that. I love baking it. It's just so much better.
Yep, definitely got a red skin on it. See what the inside looks like. Oh, it is yellow. Red skin, yellow flesh. I'm going to taste it with nothing on there at all, just so I want to see what that true taste is. It's very creamy. It's got kind of a nutty flavor, but it's sweet, good and sweet. That's not really a bad potato at all.
No, it's pretty good. I like it.
I think we should be growing this some more, don't you?
Definitely each year. Yeah, maybe that's why the Japanese stay so healthy.
Maybe.
Ooh.